Give me a sec here. Nice. Hello, welcome to a fast-paced extreme show. Hard P there, apologize already. For this one, the main event is Demon Slayer The Hinokami Chronicles. It is a video game, just got announced today. Have not seen this trailer, there's two of them, but chances are there's going to be some repeat stuff. But regardless, any game based on the top tier animes is special because we are lucky to get them. We are far and away from the days of Naruto getting 16 games in like 3 years. We get one per series if we're lucky, and we're still waiting for a great My Hero game, even though Heroes Justice or whatever is alright, and we haven't had a Demon Slayer game, so this is a big deal. We're going to be talking about Jurassic World. I saw it for the second time, the first time when it came out, and now in theaters. The first time I did not see in theaters. New thoughts, new score. Rick and Morty, episode 1, quick thoughts. I mean, it's obvious, right? But most importantly, we're going to be talking about 3 comic book series. Miss Marvel, which is coming soon as an animated show. We have Batman Detective Comics, which the writer of this was so good that he earned the main Batman title, which he is writing right now. This is a team-up book. He has 5 team members. I will tell you who they are and why they are worthy of mention. And Lumberjanes, which is also coming to TV at HBO Max. Very hype, one of the most highly regarded comic book series of the last few years, and they're still going too. So they're like at volume 12. Anyway, so it's crazy. They're making strides. This is Batman. This is Miss Marvel. Always get them from the library. When I really love something, I will pay for it, buy it when I can from a comic book shop. But of course, these are expensive. So if you have a library, highly recommend. That's how you binge them. Same thing with manga, same thing with most things, even video games at this point. So yeah, without further ado, what do I want to start with? Damn, it's tough. I didn't even choose which I would start with. By the way, Luca, Wish Dragon, tomorrow. I watched Luca yesterday. I was watching Wish Dragon now because I have a movie I'm going to watch tonight, so I did not have enough time and I wanted to do this show, because or else tomorrow would have been insane. I would have had to talk about everything I'm talking about now, plus those 2 things which are more important. So that is coming tomorrow. So we'll start with the comic book because it is art. It's beautiful, and we'll alternate pretty much. So we'll start with the biggest one. Let's do Miss Marvel because I actually have the best art to show you. Miss Marvel, first Muslim superhero, live action Disney Plus series coming. Very young, like around 14 years old. So it's half her exploring her powers and half about her family life with her Muslim family, which is interesting by itself. You know what I mean? Like, I know, let's be honest here, I have a few Muslim friends, but they're not in deep into the religion or culture. So yeah, I'm limited in terms of what I know. So as stupid as it is, Miss Marvel, surprisingly, is teaching me a lot about it. And even though it is, still a superhero comic book, we're looking at varying covers here. And of course she does meet Captain Marvel. Volume 1, obvious origins, she gets her powers, she gets her first villain, which is pretty interesting that I won't spoil, but let's just say it's smart, it's not power based. And that's pretty much it. It's like, because it's the beginnings, there's a lot to put into place, like her friends, her family, which character is important, her powers, her villain, etc., etc. So in terms of scope, it's very limited. Volume 2, extremely fun. It's 2 team-ups, the big ones. The first one is with Wolverine, which is, I don't know, it's like a weird trope where at some point every female superhero, teenage especially, have to like chill with him, and he has to teach them lessons. He's like the Batman of the Marvel universe in terms of father figure to adopted, in this case, especially teenage women, which is, I don't know, it's a weird thing. But yeah, that's the first team up. By the way, first 4 out of 5, second 5 out of 5, because the second team up is with the Inhumans themselves, and most importantly, Lockjaw, which is their dog. Boom. This is how he's introduced. Okay, the royal family of the Inhumans are like, okay, Lockjaw, go check out this girl. Apparently she's Inhuman. She needs guidance. You go check on her, right? This is from his point of view. It's very rare in comics that you get this. It's always cool. So you're literally seeing what he's seeing. I love this shot of the pug right here in the middle. It's a classic face. Look at that face. I love this face. Classic. And so he's looking at Lockjaw right now, being traumatized. What he's seeing, we don't know yet. He's coming, the dog's yapping, and then the reveal, Kamala, boom. It's just like a huge hug right away. Hello, my name is Lockjaw. I like hugs. Love this dog. Gigantic dog. He can teleport. She does not know this. Hell, she doesn't know nothing. Like, so for her to give the dog a hug just for free like this, shows her personality. And look, she introduces to the family. Can he come in? I love his face. The art is from mostly from Alfona. I forget his first name, but he did Runaways, which has also become a TV show. Anyway, as you can see, it's very beautiful. And he's very good at expressive faces. Look at, again, the dog on the left. Give me a sec here. I'll give it to you. Crap, I can't really get it because of my face. So here you go. Right below me. But it's a face you cannot help but love. Like, look at freaking Lockjaw. It's one of my favorite things. He's also in Pet Avengers, which I talked about recently. Anyway, love Lockjaw. But here we go. This is the moment, okay? They look online and they learn that he is teleporting. He's excited about the teleportation, but here we go. This image, I wish I could just like grab it and like it being an icon or something, but right here, boom, it's her teleporting. She's super hype. The dog is hype. They're like, let's go. It's just one of those images that just makes me happy. Just Kamala and the dog just hyped. Anyway, there's just poof, gone. And yeah, it's her teaming up with the Inhumans, good stuff. 5 out of 5. This is where it really hits its stride. And then 3 brings in a love interest, brings in bad Inhumans. It's also fun, but it's it's your classic teenage betrayal love story. It's kind of, it is what it is. So yeah, it's Miss Marvel. Highly recommend it. You can also wait for the show, but like the show's gonna be hype. Trust me. Not only for the representation and the perspective, which is both interesting, but her powers are extremely cool. She can stretch everything. She can like turn into a ball. She's like very malleable, and also relative to her strength. So if she becomes giant, she can like squish people and stuff like that. So yeah, Miss Marvel, highly recommend it. Good stuff, and I'll keep it going. I have to talk every 3 volumes because or else there would be too much to talk about every single time. Let's talk about movie. Let's talk about Rick and Morty real quick. It's funny because the only images they have, I don't want to show footage anymore, but sometimes I'll do it sometimes because I always get copyright claim, and that hurts, son. But so Rick and Morty, they only have 7 images. Episode 1, season 5, as always, is more Rick and Morty. It's a perfect balance of everything Rick and Morty is, which is of course comedy, hardcore philosophy, and deep thought sci-fi. You know what I mean? Deep sci-fi, and character development in a with fucked up characters. You know what I mean? Like very broken characters. And how it goes. Usually every episode is standalone, which is perfectly fine. But this one and like at least 4 per season are like milestones. They feel like important. They feel like the characters are changed because of it. And unmissable, pretty much. And this is one of them. And again, with the perfect balance, it is a 10 out of 10. Rick and Morty is back. And the flaws remain, which were not there in the beginning. I'll talk about this shortly. It's essentially the comedy. The comedy has taken a backseat to the deep sci-fi and to the character development, which is, to be honest, like fascinating, which is why we love the show. It was fascinating and it was extremely funny in the beginning, but now the funny is just funny. It's not extremely funny anymore. Because solar opposite exists. If you want the funny and you want the sci-fi but just not as deep, go for solar opposites. And Final Space also have the emotional core that Rick and Morty and solar opposites doesn't have, and nails that part. And that is the battle that will make me talk about these more. So plus there'll be a long break. We're getting the first 3 episodes week per week, and but yeah, trust me, I will talk in depth way more once I literally make them go head to head, because these are the 3 best TV shows going on TV, period, at all. Like, regardless of genre. They're even better than, like, the best anime. That's how good they are nailing their balance. And, so yeah, I'll have to talk about it more in depth. Next comic, Batman, baby. This one is fun because not only do I have a lot of art, but it's a team book in which Batman is consistently weak, okay? Because it is, like, his own Justice League, his own creation. Filled with Bat family members, a lot of Batgirls. I believe there's like 3 Batgirls in here. It's crazy. So you got Batwoman, which is, by the way, the leader of the team. She's the first lieutenant, where Batman is commander, of course. Which is, of course, his cousin. So that's his cousin. Yeah, to be honest, she's just like an older, more badass Batgirl. Nothing more to say than that. She's also military base, so she has a military father, and that's where she gets her skills. Yeah, and then otherwise, the other Batgirl is Cassandra Cain, which is Orphan, which brutally damaged, kind of like Damian Wayne, where she was brought up by assassins. In this case, the League of Shadows, Ra's al Ghul, and Shiva. She's right here on the left, okay? And incredibly badass character. She barely speaks. She's probably the best fighter on the team by far. She even probably can beat Batman on a one-on-one fight. They even say so in this comic. And yeah, one of my favorites, to be honest. And Volume 3 is all about her. On the right is Stephanie Brown, which is another Batgirl. She's called... Damn it. I know she was called Batgirl, but in this specific series, she's called something else. Blue something? No. There's too many, man. There's as many Batgirls as there are Robins at this point, which is pretty ridiculous. I'm talking over 5. I love it. And to be honest, I probably love the Batgirls more than the Robins. But that's a whole other conversation. Clayface. Clayface is probably the most awesome addition to this team because, of course, he's a villain. He's up top here. Naturally can morph into anything except who he used to be as a man. Yeah, it's him trying to rectify like himself. You know what I mean? He is a criminal. There is a tragic backbone to the story where we know it's not going to end well. You know, it's comic books. So the villain will stay the villain. The hero will have to be the hero. And Clayface at some point, but instead of being like a betrayal or something mean-spirited, it'll actually be a tragedy. So that's where I'm guessing it's building up to. And I'm all in, baby. It's really good. So yeah, that's your main team. And you also, right here at the bottom, you have Tim Drake, which is the third Robin. Red Robin, more of the detective guy. He's the one who figured out Bruce Wayne was Batman. And then once he did that, Bruce Wayne was like, okay, come on, come with me. And he's more of the detective type, and also smart technology type. He's building stuff. He's probably even smarter than Batman in that regard. So everybody has a specific set of skills that is better than Batman singularly. You know what I mean? Batman has them all. Because it's a team book, Batman constantly gets beat up at the beginning, usually by numbers, and they have to save his ass constantly, which adds to the fun factor. It's really fun stuff. And so yeah, Volume 1 is the team coming together, and then Volume 2 is the Victim Syndicate, which is insane. Like, it's a bunch of villains that are put together because they are all victims of collateral damage. And whenever there's a war, whenever there's a big Batman fight, you know, classic example is Superman and Man of Steel destroying buildings as he's trying to save the world. Batman, same thing, you know what I mean? But it's a different scale. It's like fear gas and like Joker gas and, you know, more psychological stuff. So it's pretty much people that have been hurt by him in specific ways. And they all team up, and there's like a, you know, a mystery of, you know, what happened to them, why they hate him, who they're attached to, etc., etc. It's good stuff. And I love when they introduce new villains. And they do them justice within one story. And there was something else to say? Not really. The second volume takes out a few members, puts in 2 more. The 2 new members are Batwing, which is, what's his name? Lucius Fox's son, who also is, like, again, because it's Lucius Fox, it's all technology based, and he's very smart, etc., etc. And the other one is even more interesting. By the way, sorry, I'm messing up big time. Finding it, getting there. Azazel. Okay, I believe it's Azazel. And Azazel is extremely interesting because he is a religious character. It's like a fully baked in destiny with like the sword of Duma and whatever. So the fact that Batman takes him in is very interesting because Batman is obviously an atheist. He knows magic exists, especially in the DC universe. But if there's one person that doesn't believe in God, it's Batman. So to have a character that believes in God wholeheartedly, so much so that he has taken elements from it into destiny, is pretty interesting. And I like the character. He's like, you know, the reason he's badass is literally religion. So that's why it's so like, you know, where are they going with this? But yeah, good dude. He's always been there for like a long time. He's replaced Batman on numerous occasions. And Volume 3 was the full-on invasion of the Batgirl's mother, Shiva, and the League of Shadows, Ra's al Ghul and everything. So it's a bunch of ninjas, high stakes. As you can see with these covers, like, look at this, you know what I mean? Like, she got, like, you know, stuff happens, okay? Whenever Ra's al Ghul shows up, stuff happens, especially because it's their, you know, their daughter, who's struggling with being a killer, and, you know, it's good stuff, man. It's really good stuff. And the reason I'm talking about it so much is because, like I said, this has all been building up to him becoming the main Batman writer. Being the main Batman writer means you drive the destiny of the character. There's always like 5 Batman books. Whoever holds the reins has the power. And he has the power because he's earned it. It's never given. It is something that is earned through like years of writing like a secondary Batman book, in this case a Batman team up, and nailing that so much so that your name being on the main Batman book is not only warranted, but deserved. So that's what he's done. James Tynion the Fourth. I don't know how to say his name, but yeah, that's what it is. So yeah, Batman Detective Comics. If not, you can just jump into the main Batman run right now. I don't think people are mad about it. Joker War was like the second main volume, which was a big deal. But so yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all you need to know on Batman. I'm running out of time here because I do have to leave for a movie soon. Jurassic World, real quick. First time I saw it when it came out, and I didn't have access to a theater, which is part of the experience. And it was good, but man, is it rough. There's like slow scenes. Some of the characters suck. Most of the characters suck. And it has a lot of common with Godzilla vs. King Kong, where once that happens, once the fights between those two happen, it's incredible. But everything else is almost absolute trash. You know, there's barely anything that is worthy of note other than the main thing, which is the dinosaurs killing each other and killing humans, and of course Godzilla vs. King Kong. So in this case, I saw it in theaters. I got lucky enough so that it was playing for a week at a dollar cinema. It cost me like $2.50. There was like a drum kit in front of the screen. Anyway, you get what you pay for. But regardless, those dinosaur screams, man, and the action. By the way, it's the most bloody PG-13 rated movie I've ever seen. Like, the amounts of blood and kills are not shied away from, and it's extremely gory. I was really shocked by how far they went with it. And yeah, acting's bad across the board except for Chris Pine. Chris Pine loves it. Not Chris Pine. Damn it. I'm like, stupid Chris's, man. I was like, it's Chris. No, it's Chris Pratt. And I should know because he's my favorite. But point is, originally we scored it at 6 because at home the bad stuff suffers. Now, seeing in theaters, the action is so good and the sound design is so incredible, and those badass moments are so badass that I want to score it at 8, even though, of course, most of the movie is bad. The next time I see it, I will skip the first hour, literally. I will just start when the Indominus Rex starts his rampage. And from there, it's just a freaking thrill ride, man. So we'll split the difference. If I can't watch it in the theater and I have to watch it at home, it would be lower, right? So 7, right? Now it's an 8. Before it was a 6. Boom. That's how you get it done. So good movie. Highly recommend it in the theater. If not, seriously, skip it. So I think that's it. We're at the main event. Quick anime preview. I'm feeling it right now. Jujutsu Kaisen. It's like the newest hype one. It's like the new Demon Slayer. People love it. It's finished. Season 1 is finished. So yeah, time to jump in. I'm jumping in, as well as Dr. Stone, which won the anime battle royale a few weeks back. It's been a while now. It's been like over a month, if not 2, that I did the anime battle royale. Dr. Stone won. What am I thinking here? What am I thinking? Got it. So yeah, Dr. Stone I will do. So I'm doing these 2. And while I was doing some research on anime, I found this, which is To Your Eternity. Look how hype the score is. The score is 9.1. 20 episodes. It is not finished, but the score is insane. 9.7. Here you got 8.8, 9.9, 9.2, 9.4. It's like the kind of stuff that is undeniable. This is literally probably the best anime of the year, judging by the scores right now. So this is finishing at the end of July. Same thing with My Hero Academia. So those 2 I will start in 2 weeks. I cannot wait because, again, scores do not lie, and My Hero is my hero. So that's as hype as it gets, regardless. So yeah, little... That's what's up. Mirror. I'm doing this in like 15 minutes. I gotta leave to go see The Mirror, which is Andrei Tarkovsky. This is one of the best directors of all time. I have not seen any of his film, so I'm seeing this one in theaters. Should be pumped. I'll tell you all about it. Plus, there's like the weirdest thing on IMDb, which is the site I score everything, has the weirdest thing in regards to this. It's probably gonna be the main event tomorrow. Because it is that weird. So I got like some weird, I don't know, secret thing to show you. Lumberjanes, did I talk about it? Anyway, it's fantastic. Okay, Lumberjanes TV show coming on HBO. No, I did not. So we're going to do fast pace here because it's simple. It's 5 different girls, all completely different personalities, all at summer camp that go on continuous adventures. And this is where, okay, here we go. Yeah, all of them are different. All the adventures are unique. They can go anywhere from, very in-depth Rick and Morty style deep lore stuff, or they could just have like a fun like band wars or whatever. Every issue is based around a badge, so like friendship badge or seafaring badge, and like you get a small explanation telling you what you're in for, how to earn said badge. But then it's purely a comic about friendship and teamwork and all that good stuff. If you love freaking the woods and camping and just good comics, because it's good vibes. It's a perfect mix of comedy, of cool lore, of cool storytelling. The artist is always different on every single volume, which means every storyline as they go has a different artist, which means like sometimes there are worse artists than others. By the way, this comic is so good. Every single volume has like at least 10 different variants from all the best artists from like everything of all the comic book art form. They come together to do separate covers because it is that well regarded and it is that fun. Hence, it's getting a TV adaptation, animated series on HBO Go. I cannot wait. HBO Max. So yeah, 5, 4, 3, 5, 5. The 3 was again because of the art. The art was weak, surprisingly weak. But other than that, it's a 5 out of 5 comic. Multiple volumes, different stories every time. You never know what you're gonna get, except for beautiful friendship and beautiful like young women representation. It's very fun. Man, I got so much art I could show you, but I'll show you another time. Yeah, that's it. Like, just look at that sun, man. What? It was like a horror vibe. Anyway, main event. Demon Slayer, the Hinokami Chronicles. Again, these are very rare, so we must take what we can get. We're hoping for the best, but we expect the worst, because, it is still an anime video game.
Within the blaze burns a courage tempered by battle.
Dude, is that in engine?
Within the blaze burns a young man's determination.
It sure looks amazing. There is no sub trailer, so we're stuck with the dub here. Let's go. Yes.
Go forward. There's nowhere else to go.
Oh my god, it looks amazing.
I'll find a way to make Nezuko human again.
Okay, the battle looks like classic Naruto,
Avenge
My
my
Hero
whole
stuff.
family.
It's a full 3D adaptation. That's what I want.
Decision when I picked up the sword. No, Tanjiro.
Live the tale.
Summon every ounce of determination.
Wow,
we can
and this
muster.
fight,
I
yeah,
won't be holding
we're
back.
made to lose that one.
And neither should you.
If I gave up now, Nezuko would never go back to normal.
By the way, there might be spoilers here,
Today's
so
the day.
if you haven't seen Demon Slayer,
We'll
stop now.
defeat you.
Tonight you've come to enter the Demon Slayer Corps' final selection. Thank you all for being here.
Wow.
In order to complete final selection,
It's exactly what I
you
want.
must survive for 7 days beyond the Wisteria's protection.
There are demons lurking here. Don't be afraid. Just keep moving forward.
Another snack has wandered my way. It's one of my
Yes.
sweet little fox cubs.
Move your eyes, nose, head, arms, and legs. Move them beyond their limits. I know I can win this.
Wow.
Since he's the only one who can turn humans into
Like,
demons.
This is a surprising scene to show.
Nezuko.
Because there's
That
no action here.
demon's name is
They really want
Muzan Kibutsuji.
to focus on the storytelling.
How many people have you killed?
Oh, they go
Tortured.
far.
Tormented. I swear.
Oh yeah, it goes all the way to the spiral.
I'll make you
Like this
pay.
is season 1 completely.
I swear.
Try not to swear. This is everything I could have hoped for. This is the dream. Like, I'm sure the gameplay will be weak. This is a 7 out of 10 game. But in terms of cinematic, in terms of 3D adaptation of what we love, we got it. It's not Cyber Connect, right? It doesn't have like those quick time events, but it has everything else. It looks pretty as hell. So hell yeah, dude. I'm happy. I'm not even gonna watch the second one because I have no idea. It's probably gonna be most of the same thing, more lean depth. But really, I cannot ask for a better trailer. And have to go. So Mirror, but more importantly, Luca and damn it, Wish Dragon. Which studio goes on top? You might be surprised by the answer. I cannot wait to tell you. And I'll see you next time.